Face pulls are highly effective. This movement targets muscles we rarely use. Get ready for better posture, muscle gain, and a stronger rotator cuff. Real quick, like the video to support fitness FAQs and spread the word about calisthenics. Here's why the face pull is worth your time. If your spine is hunched and stiff, face pulls can help. Correct technique promotes extension of our stubborn upper back. Integrating spine extension into strength training equals positive long-term changes. Rounded shoulders are common for those who work out. The majority of our normal exercises heavily involve the internal rotators. The anterior delts, pecs, subscap, and lats are generally working in some capacity. Face pulls are gold because they work external rotation, a movement through range rarely featured in mainstream exercises. Clearly, we have to take matters into our own hands and be proactive about structural balance. Here's the anatomy of face pulls. Muscles targeted in the upper back include the traps and rhomboids. With respect to the shoulders, we're hitting the rear delts and the external rotator cuff muscles. Our body has a few subtle ways of cheating we must avoid. Not bringing the intensity is a common mistake. I see people getting complacent, going through the motions, and using lackluster effort with face pulls. Wrong mindset. Treat this exercise with an honest level of intent to gain all of the benefits. The momentum face pull is an incorrect mistake. This uses the stretch reflex to compensate exploding us through range with tendon recoil. We're not going to improve the important start and end range of face pulls when rushing. Believe it or not, kipping face pulls are a thing. It goes without saying, but muscle involvement is reduced and gains are lower with this method. Avoid hunching your posture. This instills bad habits and doesn't encourage activation of the correct muscle groups. Leaning forwards causes the straps to get loose and it removes the tension from our muscles. No good. Missing end range rotation is wrong. We're getting incomplete rotator cuff activation doing this. Aim for your hands to reach elbow level. Bonus points when rotating further. Test your flexibility with a wall slide. Can you externally rotate to the wall with a flat back? If the answer is yes, you've got no excuse for full range technique. If no, stretch your pecs and your lats while working on the ring face pull. An overly flexed elbow is a common error. If you've got beefy biceps, range of motion becomes limited. Use a wider ring setup, plus aim for more of a 90-90 technique for increased external rotation. Don't be unrealistic with intensity. Bad form is often a byproduct of excessive difficulty. Struggling and then compensating after only a few reps is a clear sign. Change your posture to use full range and actually feel your muscles working. What are the do's and don'ts of face pulls? Here you go. With the scapula, we want shoulder blade movement through full range. Spread apart at the bottom, squeeze together at the top, working from a protracted to retracted scapula. Why this technique? Greater muscle gain if you get a full stretch and squeeze of the back and shoulder muscles. Keep your elbows around armpit height, roughly 90-90. Your shoulder will now be tracking in the scapular plane, which is congruent with our joint structure. External rotation with the arms rotating behind you. This technique targets the correct muscles, feels strong, and is comfortable on our joints. Keeping a rigid body alignment prevents cheating. Keep your glutes and abs engaged during the set. With our torso fixed, we eliminate extraneous movements and can focus on our back and shoulder muscles. When doing face pulls, control the entire range. We're looking for a smooth speed up and a smooth speed down. This tempo ensures we're capturing strength gain on both the positive concentric and negative eccentric. Aim to pause at the top for a peak rotator cuff activation, even if it's not physically possible. The intent of stopping when at full external rotation enhances the contraction. Injuries are a contentious and complicated topic. We can't definitively say that face pulls cure or prevent every single problem. However, face pulls target movements and muscles which don't get much attention, making them more helpful than harmful. The argument for face pulls is we're getting increased structural balance of the upper body, improved posture, centered shoulders, and a robust rotator cuff. These are all worthwhile from a holistic perspective. Face pulls are a potent accessory for muscle gain. The ability to progress long term is a key aspect of their effectiveness. Having room to improve as you get stronger is what makes an exercise worthwhile. Don't forget, we need you training on the verge of muscular failure for hypertrophy gains. The end of a set should be challenging. Slower rep speed, difficulty completing the rotation, and muscle fatigue are all good signs. As long as we can remain consistently challenged and work close to muscular failure each set, face pulls definitely build size. Face pulls can be done with a few variations. I'd like to know, what's your favorite option? Let's discuss the face pull in the comments. In summary, apply these principles. Face pulls are optimal at the end of a workout. Accessory exercises should always be done after our main compounds. Use moderate to high reps. The bodyweight face pull responds best using an intensity which produces the pump. Correct technique without compromise at all times. Benefits relating to posture and stabilizer strength are ingrained when face pulling with purpose. Watch another video to keep learning with me. Shop Fitness FAQs to conquer calisthenics with our world-class workouts. Peace, legends.